Welcome back to another Champion Deep Dive. Today, we're talking about Shuri. She's that energy damage dealing, non-contact princess of Wakanda, charging up precision, armor, and shocks, with special 3 burst damage that'll electrify your opponent to their core. Now, let's get into it! Shuri enters the contest with an always active ability, where her adaptive technology ensures her ability accuracy cannot be altered. She's also immune to all shock effects, and any precision effects that aren't her own. Now, Shuri's attacks don't make contact with the opponent, and they deal energy damage instead of physical. Shuri also has the Kinetic Matrix, where she gains an indefinite matrix charge when struck or when blocking attacks, maxing out at 10 stacks. When Shuri performs a well-timed block, she'll gain 5 charges instead. However, she'll lose 3 charges when struck by attacks with true damage, or when true strike effects are active. Once Shuri reaches max charges, any new matrix gained is immediately converted into armor-up passives, increasing her armor rating for 1 second and dropping off 1 at a time. Now, when attacking the opponent with a light or medium attack, she'll consume 1 matrix charge to inflict a shock debuff, dealing energy damage over 20 seconds. Shocks inflicted with critical hits become critical shock passives instead, multiplying their energy damage by Shuri's critical damage rating. When charging a heavy attack, she'll consume 10 matrix charges to gain an untouchable passive for 5 seconds. And when connecting with her heavy attack, she'll refresh any active shock effects on the opponent. Additionally, she'll consume any personal precision passives to convert that same amount of shock debuffs into critical shock passives. Now let's check out her special attacks. Shuri's predictive targeting AI ensures that her special attacks cannot be evaded. The Special 1. Each hit of this attack grants Shuri a matrix charge and an indefinite precision passive. She'll also gain 1 additional precision passive for every 10 shock debuffs active on the opponent. These precisions are consumed by her light and medium attacks to become guaranteed critical hits. With the Special 2, on contact, she'll refresh any active or passive shock effects on the opponent, and pause them for the remaining duration of this special attack. On the final hit, she'll also inflict 1 shock debuff for each critical shock passive currently active on the opponent. The Special 3. On activation, Shuri gains 20 matrix charges, and they distribute accordingly. Additionally, she'll deal a burst of up to 1028 direct damage for each shock debuff and critical shock passive currently on the opponent. Now let's check out her signature ability. When awakened, Shuri is able to block unblockable special attacks. Additionally, against all special attacks, she'll gain up to 5% perfect block chance for each of her personal armor-up passives. Now let's take her out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, block attacks to build your matrix charges and use your light and medium attacks to inflict shock debuffs onto the opponent. Repeat this process while building up to your special 1. Once you've inflicted over 10 shock debuffs onto the opponent, launch your special 1 to gain precision passives and additional matrix charges. Remember, for every 10 shock debuffs on the opponent, Shuri will gain an additional precision passive. Up next, use your heavy attack to refresh your shocks and mass convert your debuffs into critical shock passives. From here, continue the process of gaining matrix charges and inflicting shock debuffs while building up to your special 2. Before the shocks on your opponent expire, launch your special 2 to refresh all of your shock effects and gain 1 shock debuff for each passive on the defender. Now that you have even more shock debuffs, build to another special 1 and launch when available to gain even more precision buffs. Then, use your heavy attack to once again mass convert your shock debuffs into critical shock passives. At this point, cycle your special 2 into your special 1 into your heavy attack until the opponent is knocked out, if they aren't already. And, in longer fights, you can use your special 3 to do a burst of direct damage for each shock and critical shock on your opponent. Or, continue building your shocks until your opponent begs for mercy. Now, let's check out some of her notable synergies. Usafo. With Black Panther, or Black Panther Civil War on the team, all synergy members gain 10% additional health, and the potency of their shock and bleed effects are increased by 10%. Uchaba. With Atuma, or Namor on the team, all synergy members start each fight with 10 indefinite precision passes. These precisions are consumed by light and medium attacks to become guaranteed critical hits. Q Branch. With Beast, Infamous Iron Man, or Mr. Fantastic on the team, all synergy members start each fight with an indefinite fail-safe charge. When struck by a special 1 or special 2, this fail-safe is consumed, and they gain an indestructible passive for the duration of the special attack. Women in STEM. With Invisible Woman, Thor Jane Foster, or Wasp on the team, all synergy members gain plus 100 attack rating and plus 200 block proficiency for each synergy member present. Rival Metallurgy. With Misty Knight on the team, all synergy members gain plus 20% to their shock and cold snap effects. Additionally, these effects are paused during the opponent's special attacks. Real Live Wire. With Nebula on the team, for every 5 personal shock effects removed by Shuri or Nebula's personal abilities, they'll inflict an identical shock effect. Did you see a synergy that got you charged up? Thinking of a new synergy team? Let us know your thoughts below, and let's discuss. Thank you for watching this Champion Deep Dive for Shuri. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And remember, we'll see you in the Battle Realm.